What is up, McManusMMA fam? Today I'll be going over my entire recap and reactions to UFC Fight Night, Brandon Royval versus Manel Kape. Guys, Brandon Royval is dead. Brandon Royval is dead. I can't believe it. I cannot believe this. Brandon Royval gets slept in the first round, and he fell apart like a Lego character when they die in the Lego games. This was, excuse me. That's pretty much what I thought of. That was, oh my god, I couldn't believe it, man. I really couldn't believe it. I didn't want to believe it. After honestly really lackluster, pretty terrible card overall. I'll get to the fights that I really did enjoy, but there was a lot of fights on here that I really just unbearable. But this for the main event was crazy. Manel Kape is now officially a title contender. I think Tatsuro Taira has that first against Joshua Van, and then Kape takes winner of that. He gave a speech about to Van saying, you better have good diapers. Good. It was something about diapers, and it didn't make any sense. You'll have to rewatch what he said, but I could not believe this. I thought this was gonna be a 5 round war. Brandon Royval had been to war with so many really high level contenders and champions. And he couldn't get it done here, man. He got slept. The first real shot that Kape threw at him, I think it was a left hook, and it just put him down. He fell up. It's bad. It's a crazy bad knockout, and he's kicking his feet, but he is out. Yeah, man, I feel really bad for Brandon Royval, man. It's been a rough year for him. It's been a really rough year for Brandon Royval. So crazy main event, really crazy main event. I really don't know what I think Brandon Royval needs to do to bounce back. I think they'll just have to give him lower level competition. Maybe, I mean, I would say fucking Brandon Moreno, but I mean, there's all these guys are booked, so I don't know what is next for him. I really don't know what's next for him. All these guys are booked, so really we just have to see what the new year brings us, because they were just dropping a bunch of new fight announcements, which I'll go over in a video next week. But going to the co-main event, we have Giga Chikadze versus Kevin Vallejos. Dude, I Giga looked great in this first round, man. I gotta be honest, he looked pretty good in this first round. Yeah, he got pinned against the cage, but he was able to get out of that, and his kicks were looking great. I knew that the kicks would look great. I knew that he was gonna be kick heavy, and I think he checked a kick, and his shin was shredded. He was bleeding bad. And second round starts, and just he gets pushed against the cage a little bit, spinning elbow, knockdown, slept on the ground, man. It was, again, bro, this one was crazy. Slept. I'd never seen Giga be slept like this, where he was frozen in time. His arms were kind of up and his eyes were wide. Oh, man. Two brutal KOs back to back was really what we needed, especially after the fight that came before this. But really, really great performance by Kevin Vallejos. This was really, I mean, he came out and he really shocked everybody. I thought right when all the commentary table was saying, he needs to push forward, he needs to break through this guard because Giga's a little bit taller than him. He's got more of a reach. Instantly just sleeps him. So, welcome to the ranks, Kevin Vallejos. I have no idea what's next for him either. Dude, all these guys, I have no idea what's next for him because most of the guys that I want them to fight are booked. So, we'll just have to see. Great performance by Kevin. Rip Giga. I mean, he had he had a fucking not, well, I can't remember his name, man. Damn it, bro. Damn it. And I love this guy. I can see his face, and all I'm thinking of is Benoit Saint Denis, because Benoit Saint Denis slept him in 16 seconds. Dariush, Beneil Dariush, he had Dariush in his corner, and all I was thinking is just don't keep Dariush in your corner, bro. He's gonna teach you how to get slept really fast, bro. Oh man, I feel so bad. I feel so bad for these guys, but hey, this is how the game works, man. Dude, Cesar Almeida versus Olajaychuk. This was one of the most sleep-inducing fights. This was just another. This was one of many fights on this card that were so sleep-worthy. Cesar landed some good strikes, but you can see he didn't land very many. But Olajaychuk would just take him down, hold him on the ground, and would kind of just like typewriter torture on his head, just tap him on the head. He just spammed takedowns. That was really this whole fight was just spam takedowns and then him pitter pattering on the ground. And I was hyping this fight up. I was like, dude, Olajaychuk's gonna sleep his ass. Olajaychuk on a really long streak of knockouts. I was like, dude, this is gonna be a great fight for him. No, bro, this was a boring fucking sleep ass fight. I don't give a fuck what happens to these two guys. Dana White probably did what most of the people that I was watching this with, the one person I was watching this with did, and turned off the fucking stream and went to bed. The person I was watching this with went to bed during this fight because they were so bored. This was the longest fight night ever, bro. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This was a long fight night. So long. Yeah, I don't give a shit, bro. This was a terrible fight. All J check, yeah, you looked great doing takedowns, but no submission attempts, no real, you know, attempts to really take him out, take Cesar Almeida out of the fight. Just kind of holding on the ground and Hamzat maxing, bro. I'm asleep. I'm so asleep. But you know what I was awake for? Thank you, McManus Costa, bro. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but sleeping this motherfucker with a Quillen Salkill-esque head kick in the first round so early. Absolutely astonishing, bro. Astonishing. This woke us all up. Because the card, everything before this is, there's one fight I think before this on the prelims that was great. Most of this fucking card was terrible. So this was great, bro. This was a wake up. This was awesome. This was an awesome fight for what it was. I had Costa going into this fight. Sleeps Morgan Charrier. Instantly, bro. Instantly. Amazing, bro. Amazing. I don't even know what else I'm supposed to say. Congrats, buddy. You and Quillen Salkill both are looking fucking great with these flush-ass head kicks, bro. This is the year for flush head kicks and spinning elbow knockouts, bro. Kevin Vallejo spinning elbow knockout and McManus Costa flush head kick knockout. Let's go, bro. No way. And new. It was Kamaru Usman versus Edwards, bro. I don't know, man. Great fight. Not a great fight, dude. This fucking fight was terrible, too, bro. Marcus Buchecha was spamming takedowns. You can see he only landed 3 of them. Doing really nothing on the feet. He was getting pieced up a little bit in the feet. He would just get tapped. He would get hit, and he would get wobbled. He'd go for a takedown. And then he had him on the ground. I think it was at the end of the second or third round, and he could have knocked Kennedy out. All he needed to do was just spam elbows and spam, strikes, but he just didn't. He just had no urgency during this fight. Both of these guys, bro. And then Kennedy gets a point taken away for an eye poke, and then we get a draw, bro. What a waste of fucking time on this boring ass fight. You can look at this shit. 24 significant strikes, 27. This was 15 minutes, man. 0 takedowns, 3 of 13, bro. Don't piss me off. Speaking of don't piss me off, I had King Green going into this fight. It's impossible to like King Green, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you're a normal human like me, it's impossible to like King Green. He was like Diaz maxing and Kevin Holland maxing and Anderson Silva maxing, but not really doing anything. And it doesn't help that Lance Gibson Jr. sucks. This dude sucks. I'm sorry. This dude sucks. This dude looked terrible. All he needed to do was just put pressure on, but he was on the back foot the entire fight. There was a moment where he really hit King Green pretty hard. He hit Bobby Green really hard, and he goes for a takedown. I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing? Wasn't listening to his corner, like, at all. I mean, his corner was also his dad, which, no shade of that. Like, love yo dads, yo. But his dad was like, yo, go, push forward, knee, elbow. And he was just back foot throwing no strikes during this entire fight, bro. Oh, my God. If you make King Green look good in a fight, you're cut from the UFC, buddy. This is the only arena you'll see is the Apex, my friend. Lance Gibson Jr., until you get, like, 3 really nice knockouts in a row, 3 finishes in a row, you're going to be seeing the Apex for the rest of your life because you made King Green look good. Holy shit. That's insane, man. I'm so full of hate. I'm so tired. This whole card really slept me to death. I'm just full of hate, bro. I don't know. I'm so full of hate. My fucking goat, Brandon Royval, gets Lego killed. He gets killed by Legos, bro. I can't believe it, bro. And King Green wins by decision, and dude, just hearing him taunt, and listen, I hate King Green. I was so pleased when Mauricio Rufy knocked his ass out. But he was in Lance Gibson Jr.'s head the entire time. He was just being a dickhead, and Lance just refused to push forward. And then King Green missed a couple strikes, and Lance goes, "You're not hitting your strikes anymore. What's happening, man? What's happening?" And from that moment, I was like, "Ah, dude, you lost this fight, bro. He's in your head. You let King Green get in your head, bro. All this guy had to do was just push forward and knock his ass out. Just swing. All he had to do was get in the pocket and swing, and he would have won this fight. But no, he just wanted to be on the back foot and go, oos, with like 4 strikes. Terrible performance by Lance Gibson Jr. King Green looked good. I can't believe I'm saying that. King Green looked good. Going to the prelims, bro. Neil Magny is dead. Neil Magny's dead, bro. Yaroslav Almasov. I had heard these rumors. I'd been watching a little bit of tape of this guy. This guy was an absolute animal. The second this fight starts, they piece each other up on the feet for a minute. I went, oh, okay. Neil Magny's taking some heavy shots. Gets taken down. Fight was over. He put him in this nasty. I think it was, what kind of choke was that? I don't even remember. Was it maybe a head and shoulder choke? I don't. Or head and shoulder. Head and arm choke. I don't remember what kind of choke it was, but it was dirty and it was tight. And he put his leg up. Oh, dude. Got Neil Magny. Neil Magny is dead, bro. Get that yam off your face, boy. Get that yam off your face. And then Yaroslav, he sounded as kind as he looked. He looks very kind, and he talked very soft. And I was like, okay, this guy's chill as hell, man. This guy's chill as hell. So, yeah, man. Yaroslav looked awesome. Welcome to the welterweight division, buddy. You beat Neil Magny, which means the title shot is incoming. Then we had Joe Anderson, Brito versus Isaac Thompson. Bro, Uriah Faber in Isaac Thompson's corner was killing me, bro. I was crying. Nice, dude. Nice, dude. Nice. All right, Isaac, you're doing a really good job, man. You're winning this fight. Winning this fight, bro. You're down 2 rounds. What are you talking about? First round he was down. Second round, he picked up the pace a little bit. Third round he was just on the ground. The second this fight would go to the ground, Brito would just have him. Just had him on the ground. And he was taking some heavy shots. You could see that he was thrown a lot, but again, they weren't heavy strikes. He landed 21 significant strikes. This was a clear Anderson Brito domination. Isaac kind of looked like shit in that first round, and then picked up the pace. And I got to give credit to credit is due. He was out there, man. He was out there. Brito looked great. I don't want to say great. I mean, he looked good. He looked good. Yeah, man. I don't know. He looked good. This was we have a fight that dropped on fight day. The 2 chicks who were fighting dropped out. So this card was shorter, but it felt 100 times longer than it should have. Yeah, man, this was an entertaining fight. I'll say this was entertaining. This was the best fight of the night in my opinion. This was the best fight. Sean Sheriff versus Stephen Aspel. Stephen Aspel, congratulations, buddy. You've officially gained a new fan. Both these guys have ridiculous chins. How they were both standing during that second round was ridiculous. Honestly, excuse me. I kind of wanted the ref to not stop this fight, bro. I think they could have gone longer, bro. I know that Sheriff was literally just taking a beating out there, but he was swinging back, man. He was swinging back. He was cut in the first round. It was bloody. And Stephen Aspel literally just belt to ass in that second round, man. Look at these numbers, man. 170 significant strikes. Holy shit. Holy shit. This was an awesome fight, man. And Stephen Aspel, he's got a mouth on him. He likes to talk, and I respect that. And I respect his story. He had a quote where he said, "Sean used to be a middleweight. He's a newly fat person. I've been fat. I know what it's like to be fat. I'm gonna show him what's up." And he did, bro. He did. It was awesome, man. What a great performance. What a great performance by Sean Sheriff as well, staying in this fight and not, crumbling. So I got to give her credit where credit is due to Sean Sheriff. But Stephen Aspel, my opinion, this was my favorite fight of the night. Besides, you could argue main and co-main event were also amazing. But this was my favorite fight of the night. Then we had Luana Santos versus Melissa Croden. Luana Santos just dominated once it got to the ground. It was on the ground majority of this fight, and she kind of just held Melissa Croden on the ground. Melissa had some good scrambles, was able to kind of reverse a couple moments on the ground, a couple locks on the ground, and I got to admit, she looked great, man. She tried so hard, but Luana Santos really, especially in the third round, just locked her head up and just held her there, and that was it. That was the fight, just holding her there and doing some typewriter torture. Yeah, Luana Santos looked great. Melissa Croden, she's got heart, man. This girl's got heart. But just not enough heart to win a fight. Holy shit, bro. This was one of the fucking. This fight was fucking buns, bro. Both these guys. Just kind of. Dude, I can't even really remember this fight. I feel like they kind of just hit each other, and then Alan Fry would like. Oh, this was they clinched the entire fight, bro. The entire fight was just clinching. This entire fight was just a clinch against the cage. And I could tell Dana White was like, yeah, you guys. I mean, I don't know Dana White at all, but if I was Dana White, I would. What's the kid's name? Alan Fry Jr. He's cut. What's the kid's name? Guillermo Pat. He's cut. I'd cut both these fucking guys. Not Pat. I mean, I wouldn't cut Pat. Pat, he tried his best, but the clinch of Alan Fry Jr. Dude, this was just pissing me off, bro. Don't piss me off, man. Don't fucking piss me off. I don't want to talk about this fight. This fight was a stupid fucking fight. Call me a casual, cause I am. I'm a casual. I wanted to watch when a heavyweight bout starts. I'm like, here we go, finish incoming, and they clinch against the cage the whole time. You boo. You should boo when that happens. But it was the apex, so nobody was there. Speaking of the worst performance I've ever seen, Teresa Bleda, who I had winning this fight, I've never seen a fighter look so bad. You could have honestly convinced me that Teresa Bleda was like my aunt who had never fought in her life, and they just threw her in there. Jamie Lynn Horth literally just beat the brakes off this chick. She would like walk in for takedowns like she like was telling a cat to come over here. Come here, come here, come here, come here. That's how she was going for takedowns. That was her takedown attempts. And then she just got punched in the face, and she literally she was done. She landed 2 strikes in 2 minutes. That's 1 strike on average for every 1 minute. And she got hit 16 times and said, I'm done. I'm done. What an embarrassing performance. Cut her from the UFC. You're done. Put me in the UFC, bro. I've never fought in my entire life, and I'd probably put on a better performance than she did. I'd put on a better performance than a lot of these people, bro. I don't know. Yes, Amanda Lemos versus Gillian Robertson was canceled. Yeah, overall, man, this was a really kind of not great card. I mean, when you look at the numbers, you go, oh, there was a lot of finishes, man. There was a lot of finishes. But bro, this card felt so long. I don't know if it was just me, but this card felt so long, man. There was one less fight, and it felt like it was 10 hours long. I was getting tired. I ate dinner, and then I ate a second dinner. And I was like, we're on the prelims still? I can't believe this. I don't know, man. Obviously, congrats to Kape, Kevin Vallejos, a lot of these guys who got really great wins, but a lot of these guys look like shit out there. And this is the last fight of the year, so we'll have to see what the year brings us. We've got some awesome fights lined up. I got some awesome videos lined up as well to get us through these 6 weeks of no fights. So please subscribe if you made it to the end of the video, which 1% of you guys do. And I know the 1% of the people who make it to the end of the video are the people I know in real life. So if I don't know you in real life and you made it to the end of the video, thank you very much for making it to the end of the video. Like the video, subscribe, comment your thoughts on how mean and negative I am right now, because I'm ready to go to bed. Once this is posted, the second this is posted, I'm already in bed. I'm already asleep. Yeah, man, McManusMMA fam, we're growing. We're out there. Peace.